What is up, guys? In this video I will show you how to get the Descendant Sharen, and after that I will show you her abilities with some gameplay, how things look in game. So if that sounds interesting, let's get right into it. So getting her is pretty easy to do. You only need to complete 4 different dungeons to get the research material to drop, and they will all have a 20% drop chance within these dungeons. You need to have access to the second to last area though within the Acna Desert, because then you can do the final dungeon to get her code. If you aren't there yet, you just have to continue the story until you reach it. The enhanced cells are located in the Echo Swamp region within the abandoned zone, where you will need to complete the Seed Vault dungeon, so complete it until you have it dropped. A little tip: if you do complete a dungeon and you didn't get it dropped, there is a simple way to restart the dungeon by going to the mission result tab, and then you can restart the mission there, and after the end mission countdown is over, it will start the matchmaking again, so you don't have to teleport around, so you can farm quicker. The stabilizer is located in the same region, but in the derelict covered area where you need to do the chapel dungeon, so keep doing that one until you get the material dropped. The spiral catalyst is dropped in the next region, which is the Acna Desert in the Vermilion Waste, where you need to complete the asylum dungeon and keep doing it until you got the catalyst. And as final, you need to go to the mining site in the same region and then do the Caligo Ushery dungeon to get the final material, which is Sharon's code. If you do get it to drop, then you can go to the research station and then you can research her with the material plus 400,000 gold, which you probably have. And then you have to wait 16 hours. These are not in-game hours, so you can play her the next day, or you can throw some money at it, then it can go faster. But it is your choice. So once the research is done, you can go back and then you can play as Sharen. So she will be level 1. So what I do is just do a operation mission in the first region to get her quickly leveled up. This is great to get her defenses up before playing her to do other stuff, so you don't die as much in other activities. So guys, let's have a look at her abilities here. The first ability is going to be Cut Off Beam. This will inflict damage and electrocution on enemies in the front of a cut beam. So you will do a sort of energy sword for close range, which does a good amount of damage, and enemies hit are electrocuted, and this will do damage over time for a shorter duration. The second ability is Active Camouflage. So you will hide yourself from enemies, and the first attack you will do does increase damage. So this is the ambush effect, if it's stated like it is stated. And this will inflict sort of like a multiplier on increased damage. This impacts the skills and also your gunshots. And it only works on the first attack from exiting the camouflage. The third ability is going to be Shock Knots. So this will fire a bolt and impact round from the arm towards enemies to stun them. So it doesn't do any damage, and it's just used to get enemies stunned, and the duration is pretty long, for 5 seconds. The fourth ability is going to be Void Domination. It will generate multiple short swords and fires them at marked targets, and enemies hits take burst damage and are inflicted with electrocution, so the damage over time. And how to use it is that if you use the fire button, you will release the short sword. Canceling it does not trigger a cooldown. Right. So let's have a look at her passive. So when in an ambush state, killing an enemy by using his skill resets active camouflage cooldown. So if you are using your active camouflage and you kill an enemy with your first ability, or even with your fourth ability, you will get your active camouflage back. So the best way to use it is like if you have active camouflage, kill an enemy with your first ability, and then go stealth again, and then kill enemies with your fourth ability for more damage output. And you can't use this multiple times though. So if you use it a second time, this passive will go on cooldown, so you cannot really spam it. So the passive has also an extra skill effect that you will deal increased damage to enemies who are not targeting you. So this will occur mostly when you are in stealth, so you get more of the damage output. I don't know if this triggers when this passive skill is on cooldown, but it even works if you're not using any abilities and just shoot enemies in the back. You will deal more damage into them, or at least if they're not targeting you or targeting other teammates, then you will deal more damage to them. All right, now let's see these skills in action. So I'm here in the Agna Desert, and I'm gonna do a Void Fragment to showcase how it goes. Okay, she has the attributes Electrocution, so you can do these things. And I see this one is actually already active. Not? No, the ball, and it was just gone. So let's see here. I go active camouflage, and you can actually use your 4th ability while active or while in the stealth mode. And then you will get the extra damage output. And because we kill targets, I can use the camouflage again, and then I can use my 1st ability to deal more damage with that. We can use the 3rd ability to stun the targets. It's really good if targets are really close, or to set them in place, so you can then use your Q on them to deal more damage, or even your 4th ability. I tend to say that the 4th ability is just your ultimate, because it's really like strong and shit. So if you're using your active camouflage with your 3rd ability, I guess it's not really worth using, because it doesn't do any damage. You can just like get a good stun off without taking any damage. So you obviously need mana. So the ball is still glitched, but we're just gonna use our 1st ability to destroy the thing. So again here, I'm gonna go stealth. I guess I won't use my 4th ability here because there are no enemies. Does actually do more damage. Even more damage if they not target you. I guess they're not targeting you either way. Your stealth, so it doesn't matter. So let's use my ult here. Let's see, if you cancel it, the thing doesn't go on cooldown, right? So if you misclick or something, then you can just cancel it. That's nice. Also, if you don't kill a target, you don't get the cooldown from your passive. Okay, I had some huge lag there. I actually need some MP. No, it's full now. Hit the target. That's pretty much it for the abilities. They're pretty simple, but they're pretty fun to do, actually. It's not complicated. Like, go stealth, you deal more damage with abilities. I would say just use your stealth abilities, or use the active camouflage and then use the abilities. That's how you get the maximum damage output. Also the abilities. Let's have a look. So the 1st one is going to be fusion, and the 4th one as well. And the 2nd and 3rd is going to be dimensional. So if you have a reactor with the skill power boost ratio, with electric skill power, of course, and then you can get dimensional or fusion. I recommend to get fusion because those are your most damage output abilities. Also in modules, you can get the focus on fusion to deal even more damage with them. But that's really like the abilities from her. So that's it. A little bit also with the reactors and the type of the skill. So guys, that was it. But guys, that wraps up this video on how to get Sharen with showing her abilities with gameplay. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, you can leave a like to support the video. If you got some questions, you can comment down below. If you want more content like this one, or how to get other Descendants, you can subscribe to the channel. But I thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.